I've lost my phone again. I don't know how I do that, like 100 times a day. Most of the conversations that I have via text with Chris is just him pinging me to try and help me find my phone. But like seriously though, where did I put it? Oh, I found it. Doesn't help that it looks like an eyeshadow palette though. So when it's lying on the floor, lined up with makeup, I don't even notice. Hello everyone, I'm here today to share with you guys a drugstore video where I'm sharing with you guys a ton of products that I've tested out over the last like 2 to 3 weeks or so. And I will share with you guys the really good stuff and the not so great stuff. I don't know why my voice went really squeaky right there, but you know. It's not great. Sometimes I feel like I do a lot of first impressions on my channel, which are a lot of fun, and I feel like you can get a really realistic impression on what a product is gonna do, especially when I share with you guys like a full day wear test. But I also like to test out like a whole range of products over the course of a couple of weeks and be able to sit down with you guys and just chat about them, the products that worked really well, how they worked, and which products just sucked. Like, let's be honest, they just didn't work for me. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Give it a big thumbs up if you do, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and click the little bell notification button so you don't miss out when I post new videos. And without further ado, let's get into this. So first I want to talk about a foundation I've been really enjoying, which is by LA Girls, their Pro Matte HD Longwear Matte Foundation. And honestly, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this because most matte foundations I find look really dry and chalky on my skin. Don't really love the whole effect. But this one surprised me. It actually gives more like a velvety look to the skin, which was really nice. It lasted quite well throughout the day. I would say by end of day, it was definitely showing signs of wear. It wasn't my most long lasting foundation ever, but it was really nice. And I found that it worked well with a variety of different primers. It gave good medium to full coverage. It was a really nice foundation. I've been enjoying it and I will continue to wear it. Another product that honestly surprised me is by Wet n Wild. It's their Liquid Catsuit liquid eyeshadows. This is from their Gothographic collection. And I've tried out these ones before from other collections that they've launched in the past, and I honestly have not liked them at all. They've been really dry and patchy. They looked really weird on my eyes. I don't know. I wasn't impressed with them. These though, these are really nice. I've tried them both on the eyes by themselves and they look really nice, but I find that Goth Tears looks even better if you pair it on top of like a pastel-y purple eyeshadow. It looks phenomenal, but these were amazing and like entirely different than the other ones I've tried before. I just want to leave these on my skin forever, like a raven. They're just attracted to everything shiny. And speaking of shiny things that are really, really pretty, I finally got my hands on the Flower Beauty Trio. This is their highlighting trio. It was one of their newer launches. I bought it from Ulta, but like I can't. Like all of these shades are just unbelievable on the skin. Very creamy and smooth, blinding highlights. They're not glittery in any way, but they give this really nice wet metallic kind of a finish. Like just that, like that's them there. I don't know why I chose this spot on my arm to show you guys how they swatch. But the colors are really pretty. They look really nice on the skin. Obviously, my favorite is this one. I love the fact that I look like I'm about to menacingly punch someone in the face. Also, stay tuned because I ordered like a ton of stuff from Flower Beauty from the Ulta website. So I'm gonna be dinged hardcore for duties. I will be doing a full buy or buy on the entire brand in like the next month or so. So stay tuned for that. Once I have a chance to test out all of the products, I will definitely do that for you guys. Now onto a product that I was not impressed with. It's by Sweet and Shimmer. It's their eyeshadow palette. I bought this from Ulta and it's really, really inexpensive. I think this was only like $4, I want to say. But I never tried anything from this brand before, so I was kind of wondering what the quality was going to be like for that price. Yeah, I should have saw this coming, but they're terrible. When I first swatched them, they're very buttery smooth, and I was like, oh, this could be like a surprising new discovery. I'm really excited. And then you put them on the lids, and they're just patchy, and they don't blend out well, and as soon as you put them on, and then you try and blend them out, they disappear. It doesn't matter how many different primers you use. They disappear. Sometimes you get what you pay for. Another product I was not impressed with was by Hard Candy. This is their Glitterazzi Liquid Sparkler, and this is a product that is like it's a glitter eyeshadow, and you can put a small layer on to build on top of an eyeshadow for like a glittery effect, or you could use it by itself and do like 2 or 3 layers, and you're just gonna get that full-blown glitter effect, and it has some pigmentation in it as well. And I found this to be very streaky. It did not blend well against any eyeshadows that I put into the crease. It looked very patchy. It just was like an awful mess. I tried it layered on top of different eyeshadows and that didn't work really well because it picked up some of the eyeshadows and kind of blended it. It was an awful mess. However, a product that I was very surprised by, I'm wearing it on my eyes right now, also by Hard Candy, is their Galactic Eyes. I know, like I opened this and I was like, this is going to be like child's face paint. But when I was swatching them, they kind of feel very creamy and bouncy, sort of like that, the NYX Mochi collection that they recently launched. And like, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. I'll swatch a bunch of them on my hand for you guys so you can actually see what I'm talking about, but they are very glittery, very metallic, very pigmented. I'm currently wearing these two colors on my eyelids right now. I wore this one the other day, which looked really, really pretty. The only one I was not a fan of was this purple one. I was hoping it was gonna be a little lighter, but it's got a much deeper undertone to it, which I personally just wasn't a big fan of. And I found the best way to apply them is using somewhere on my desk. Where is it? It is by e.l.f. It is their silicone glitter applicator, and it has this silicone tip to it, and it picks up the glitter a lot better because it also picks up the pigmentation built in as well. I have to say, I was very pleasantly surprised by this palette. Now again, these are all glitter eyeshadows. If you don't like a glitter eyeshadow, you're probably gonna hate this palette. But if you wanna play around with some color, play around with something sparkly and fun for spring, I loved this. Now I want to talk about a lip product that I liked one of the colors and I didn't like the other one. So I don't really know where to put this. It's by Catrice Cosmetics. It is their liquid lip powder, which in and of itself of the name, like liquid lip powder, like what does it even mean? But when you apply it to the lips, it gives more of a velvety matte finish, which is really pretty, and it does almost dry down to a powder, which is kind of cool. This shade right here is Cafe Americano, please, and it is a pretty neutral shade and very creamy, very pretty looking on the lips, very full coverage. And when it dries down, it gives this almost like Your Lips But Better kind of effect, very peachy, nude. It's just, I don't know, I really love the undertone for it. The one I didn't like is the shade Violet Poison. I thought it said Violent Poison. I was like, oh geez. Oh, sorry, Violet Potion. That's very different than Violent Poison. I thought the color of this was beautiful and I was really excited to wear it, especially having tried the Cafe Americano, please, and that was so gorgeous. But this one just, it was very streaky. It didn't like blend out very nicely. So even when I tried to apply it as smoothly as possible and kind of blend it together on my lips, just didn't work. It was very, just very streaky mess. I wasn't impressed with it, but this one, really liked it. Some more stuff I have been loving. Oh, these new ones from ColourPop. These are their Superstar Loose Pigment. So these are eyeshadows, although I guess you could use them pretty much anywhere. They're like basically loose glittery awesomeness. I'm still going through all of the different shades. I want to get a sense of which ones my absolute favorites are, but I did want to share a couple with you. This one is in Weekend, which I have patted on top of the center part of my lid. This shade to me, when used dry, is just that extra dimension that you put on top of an eyeshadow to give it that like next level look. The other one I have been really enjoying is Typhoon, which is much lighter and whiter. They actually describe it on the website as an iridescent white with silver and blue glitter in it, but I feel like that doesn't give it the credit it deserves. So you can see right there how shiny and light and white it is. It definitely does skew more cool tone, but I wouldn't say blue and silver. It feels more warm to me than that. But yeah, these have been really fun. I'm going to continue to play around with them, and if I find any more favorites, I'll let you know. I actually have a lot of highlights that I haven't been a fan of recently. One is by JCat. I've never tried this brand before, and this is their You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter, and this is in the shade White Goddess. And like, to me, online, I was expecting something a lot lighter, and this is almost like a greeny gold. It just felt really glittery and chalky, and it has this like very strong goldy green undertone to it, which wasn't super flattering on my skin tone. I just wasn't that impressed with this. Another one I just wasn't impressed with is by Hard Candy. This is their Prismatic Highlighter, their Iridescent Pearl Powder, which is supposed to give this beautiful glowiness to the skin. But when I was swatching it, when I was testing on my skin, it was just very like chalky and powdery and white, and just like I didn't see any sort of like highlighting effect to it. I don't know, it just wasn't impressed. Like, look at that. Looks terrible. A lipstick from Essence that has been really, really pretty is their Ultimate Matte. This is the shade 10, and this color is incredible and it feels so nice on the lips. Like, for a matte, I was very impressed. And Essence is, I don't know where to swatch this. Essence has an amazing price point for the drugstore, and this just blew me away in terms of a matte lipstick. It didn't feel drying on the lips. It was very, very pigmented, and this shade is incredible. It lasted fairly well. I would say not through like meals and stuff like that, but it didn't like smear all over my face either. And it was a really pretty finish. I was really impressed with this. I've also been playing around the new collection that ColourPop recently launched with Eva, and especially these eyeshadows have been beautiful. I'm wearing both palettes on my eyes today, actually. This one is vacation mode, so I'm wearing this color on the crease as well as this beautiful highlight shade. That color right there on the inner corner of my eye. Gorgeous. And this palette is It's All Wild. I'm wearing this shade right here, smoked out along the lash line, and I'm really excited to play with this shade right here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow, that is a terrible swatch. But I don't even care because look how shiny it is. Okay, well that is going on my eyeballs tomorrow. In general, I'm a big fan of the pressed eyeshadows from ColourPop. I think that they are these magnetic? What is happening right here? I don't understand because they don't quite like fit together, but they are magnet. Maybe it's a magic trick. The shadows are beautiful. I love the selection of shades that she chose, more warm tone and cool tone, giving some people some options. I think they're great. If they're shadows that you're missing from your collection, these are a great route to go. Another highlighter palette that I've been playing with. I feel like everything I've tested out today is either glitter or highlight, but it is by Sleek Makeup, and it is this quad right here. It is called the highlighting palette. In bold letters, avoid contact with eyes. Inside you get 1 cream and 3 powder highlights in different undertones. I think for this one, for example, you definitely have to build it up to get like a super blinding highlight. I really like actually this purple one, which surprised me. I think that one was really pretty and a little bit different. I don't love this cream. It was too dark for my skin tone, and even layering it with these highlights on top, it was still showing through very dark on my skin. So even like when you like looked at it like this, it just was like a shadow right here. A product that I really wanted to like and I just can't get on board with it is the NYX Singles. This is their Born to Glow highlighter in Stand Your Ground. First of all, in terms of the quality, gorgeous, so creamy, very, very blinding on the skin. But the undertone of this is just a little bizarre and it doesn't look right on my skin because it has a gold iridescence to it, but almost like a gray-white undertone. So when you put it on, you're just sort of like, I don't know, I was just sort of thrown off by it. I do believe they have 2 other shades though, so if you have a deeper skin tone and those undertones complement your skin, the quality of these are amazing. Just can't get behind the undertone for this one. Then into a matte lipstick I just can't get behind. This is by Kokie Cosmetics. It's their matte lipstick and this is in Spiced Wine. And the color is a really nice shade and it's very like creamy. It looks really pretty, but then I put it on and I like blended my lips together to kind of smooth it out, and it just has that weird sort of like filmy kind of a vibe to it. And then it was creating these patchy areas and streak marks and I just couldn't get it to work, and I don't want to work that hard for any lipstick. So this was a no for me, but stay tuned for next week because I have a whole bunch of products that are under 10 bucks that I'm really excited about, a lot of which I didn't talk about today because I wanted to save it for that video. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that, and new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Go and check out some of the videos on the side over here, some of the new stuff. I put out a video on Tuesday, which was testing out some of the products that you guys wanted me to test out. You guys chose my makeup and it was really fun. I got to play with color, which is always exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed those videos. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys all on Sunday. Love you girls. Mwah.